ECN 1015, welcome to week 6 already. It's hard to believe that we're in week 6 of a 7-week semester. So last week we covered the topic of marketing, and one of the key aspects of marketing is making sure that we understand what the customer perceives as value, what's important to them, and how we portray our value to the general market, to individual customers, to our stakeholders, to everybody that's involved. So this week we're going to cover part 6, and we're going to start to look at information. We're going to look at information and accounting and finance, and that's in chapters 14 through 16. But the key notion is that all of these have information associated with them. All of them. So as you may have guessed from some of my comments, I'm a data guy. I'm a numbers guy. What does the data tell me? What do the numbers tell me? What can I derive from that information? That's because our decision making should always be founded in good information. Now, chapter 14 is going to spend a lot of time talking about social media in business, and in fact, it is an important topic. You've probably heard the phrase that if you're not online, you don't exist. And in today's environment, that's predominantly true in most industries. You must have an online presence. Think about anytime you get ready to go out to eat or go out to do something, some social event. Where do you look? You probably look to your social media, trying to figure out what's good, what's not good, what things are available, what events are happening. So all of these are important to get us out in front of the public. But when we talk about data and decision making, that gets more into chapters 15 and 16. So chapter 15, you're going to talk about the accounting process and how that melds with our decision making or our management process, and you'll hear this term, a management information system. And really what we're talking about is we're talking about taking data, numbers, and convert it to information. Numbers without context are meaningless. So let me give you an example. If I give you 423 blue, 854 green, and 289 red, what does that mean? The answer is nothing. They're just numbers and words. They don't mean anything. There's no context to them. But if I put across the top of that table a label that just says T-shirt sales March 2019, now I have context. Now those numbers and those colors have meaning. I can do something with them. I may know how many T-shirts I need to order of what color for next March. But when you're putting things in context, you have to make sure that you understand the context and how it applies across the board. Does that same number set mean something in July? No. It would probably be different. The numbers for red or blue or white may be higher when we get to July, because March is St. Patrick's Day. We're obviously going to sell more T-shirts in March. But the numbers will tell us what we're doing. So we can convert those numbers, that data, into information and actually do something with it. Make a decision on it. And that's the key about information. And as you look through this part, make sure that you're looking at the concept of not just what we're doing, but how we're taking that information and how it's driving our decision-making process, how we act upon that information. So, 2 key things I want you to remember this week. First of all, I want you to think about doing the idea survey. I sent you a link, I sent it in an email, I put it in an announcement. Please go on and do the idea survey. That's how we better these courses. That's how we understand through data and information what's working, what's not, what we need to focus on, areas that we need to improve, areas that we're doing well. In business, that information is just as important as what you're doing wrong. You need to know what you're doing right so that you don't mess that up when you're making adjustments in other areas. So please do the idea survey, give us the feedback, and make sure that you're open, honest, and constructive, and let us know what we can do, what we're doing right, and what we can do better. The second thing is that you have your company profile paper due next week. Not this week, but next week. But I want to make sure that I put it out in front of you again, so you have plenty of time to work on it. This is a significant project, a significant grade in this class, so make sure that you're spending the right amount of time on it, and you put forth a quality project. I look forward to seeing your work this week and finishing out the next 2 weeks strong as we complete this semester. Have a great week. Thank you.